All right. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Uh, just getting everything set up before I actually got started. All right. Well, we'll just get right back into working on the game. I genuinely don't remember what I left off on, to be honest. The signs work now. They can be changed. We got this guy here. Jumping on him no longer sends you, off the map because I have invisible walls in forward and back. When you press F now, this line appears. That's supposed to be for a line trace to attack. The only issue right now is that it doesn't seem to do anything. So let's see. Let's load this up. So I was thinking about the very basics of how to do like a, any damage thing. And I eventually got it, kind of. So event any damage, obviously, player, input action punch when pressed. Based on when you press F, it does a line trace forward. I figured this is the one part that I wasn't too sure about, but at least it seems like it works. I tried using the arrow component, but you can't use it in the blueprint because for whatever reason. And I didn't want to go into Visual Studios to actually edit it and make it like work or whatever. So I just put another arrow connected to the sprite, and now that works. It gets its rotation, the forward vector for it. Bada bing, bada boom, multiplies, blah blah blah, whatever. And sends forward. Update health. Oh, right. I completely forgot about that. I'll get to that again. So, it does the trace. The distance is here. That's how far it gets sent forward. I might change that. Right now, it doesn't really matter too much. It should also play an animation, but the animation doesn't exist. So, line trace it is. Bam. Issue is that should be destroying the enemy. It's not, and I don't know why. All right, I left off doing this. What was I doing here? Okay, right. So originally, I did this. So yeah, we're in the paper enemy. When the enemy's health, which is this float here. Actually, maybe it shouldn't be a float because, yeah, no, it actually kind of shouldn't be a float. Integer, I believe. Just change variable type. That shouldn't break anything. Kind of. Okay. Because I don't really want like 0.1s or 0.0s or whatever. I just want 1. Is that not what integer is actually? Give me a moment. I'm so used to using only floats that I don't remember. That might seem ridiculous, but I genuinely pretty much never use integer, so I actually don't remember. What the integer variable actually stands for. Whatever. It's probably not the biggest deal. Is only solid numbers, right? Yeah. Thank you, Yassine. Also, welcome to the chat. to the stream. I probably should. The reason I'm thinking of changing it to integers is because right now, you can see their health. Oh, huh? That should be 5. And since I'm using pretty small numbers, and I want it to be like, you know, in most side scrollers, how you only have like 1, 2, you can only get hit like 4 times, or 3, or 1 depending on the game. So, you know, he touches you, ouch, you get hurt. But I guess I could just use a health bar instead. I'll use a health bar, actually. It's fine. I don't... Just, one, so I don't have to change from it being float. But all that... None of that helps the actual issue. So... Let's just add a break there. Let's see if it's even being called. No. Okay. That is an issue. So when I do this, that line should be intersecting with the collision for the characters. Let me just... And it is. It is going through it. Which means that there's an issue with the collision thing, specifically. On event actor... It might be this, actually. Capsule component. I can make it that it's specifically on component begin overlap. And which I would just move all this stuff up. Because that's how I did it in the base player, which is just called player test right now. So like over here, where is it? I have no idea actually. Did I not do it yet? Am I? Oh no, I'm talking about the signs. The sign. Yeah, when you overlap with its spear, that's what happens. Oh, wait, no, I get it. It's because I'm checking for when. Yeah, okay. This is wrong. Because I'm checking not when the line trace happens, but when the player overlaps. Which is an issue because it only applies damage when I do the line trace. So theoretically, the only times it should do it is if... it'll never do it because our collisions hit each other rather than overlap. Interesting. Okay. Now I have to think of how to solve that. I encountered this problem. I continued working after stream. And I got to this issue and I'm like, I'll leave that for stream, for like when we actually get to working on it. So, I might just be misunderstanding something about how the apply damage works. Because it should just, when apply damage is called, it is an override, right? Let's see. Damaged actor. No. Wait. The actor that will be... Well, first of all, that was also just wrong. The damaged actor is them. Okay. That's one change, and it didn't solve anything. But I figured it wouldn't. Oh, also because that still shouldn't work. But I'll test it. Yeah, okay. So that was also just wrong, apparently. I just realized. So that's cool. And wait. No. No, I'm being dumb. What am I talking about? All that is incorrect. This is them applying. Damn it. Wait, no. I was kind of being dumb, but not completely. Okay. So first of all, this guy is supposed to be able to hurt me. The capsule component is collision, so it can't hurt me. Which means I actually need to add another collision, probably. Should I do it that way? Yes, I will do it this way. Let me reduce that to 0.4. No. Yeah, it'd be slightly bigger than the spear around it. There you go. This will be the this will be the damage radius. So if I touch that, that should hurt me. Let me make sure the collision is not on block. Overlap all dynamic. Okay, perfect. That's great. When this gets when this begins overlap, then things should happen. This is completely when the other actor is the player. Hurt them. I think I have to set up the actual thing for receiving damage on the player as well. But once again, can't you just call it hitbox? Yeah, sure, I'll call it hitbox. Oh, okay. I'll call it hitbox. So when the hitbox, when you overlap with that, that damages you. That's... I'm jumping back and forth as I'm like realizing the issues that I'm like making. So when you overlap with it, that damages you. Of course, no, it doesn't, because we don't receive damage at the moment. The same hitbox should be used for it dealing damage to you and it receiving damage. Yeah, I think that would make sense. The issue, the thing I don't fully understand is that why the event any damage isn't being called right now. Because that whole explanation I gave it before about, it not overlapping was just like not correct because I was thinking about the wrong thing. I mean, you know what? Let's just watch YouTube for this. Because I know there's a channel. Unreal. Apply damage. I know before in like the previous stream I was like, oh my goodness, I don't want to just watch YouTube on on stream, but like it kind of is important unless I want to spend like a whole hour. Oh my god, ads. Unless I want to spend like an entire hour trying to and failing to figure out something. Matthew Waldstein, great channel.
Hello, welcome to video 4. What is the apply and receive?
If you want to know anything about Unreal, check this guy out.
This is going to be our quick little example. If we shoot the box on the right, you're going to notice we have an impact point indicated by our little square, and the line trace goes all the way.
Just gonna put that into point.
You'll notice on the top left, the health is going down by 100 every time I shoot it, and it's got the same thing. It's going to go ahead and use an impact point on the box. So
okay.
Let's go ahead and cover what damage type. Sorry, applied damage is. It uses damage types. So applied damage is a helper function.
Let's see.
That is given.
Do I have? Yeah, let's go back over here. Make sure that that everything's good.
To us by Epic. It's part of the gameplay statics library.
Yeah.
Basically, any pawn can have applied damage sent to it, and any pawn can receive it if you override the function.
Exactly.
Basically, how we would use it in my example here is when I push my left button, I'm simply doing a line trace forward by 300, using just a little function to handle line tracing. We are going to go ahead and break whatever we hit out for our example. So we are going to use apply damage. Apply damage has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different inputs, and not all of them are required, as you can see. Basically, the only ones that are required is going to be the damaged actor. Technically, you could pass along 0 for the damage. So damaged actor is basically going to be whichever actor was hit or you want to apply damage to. In our case, we're using a line trace, so whichever actor we hit, we're going to pass along as our damaged actor. Base damage will be the amount of damage you want to pass along in a float. And under this, we have our optional inputs.
Yeah, okay. So, pretty much, as I said, do the line trace by channel. I have it set up to persistent in the debug at the moment. Does that. We break the hit result. We get the hit actor. Okay, so that's who we hit. So we apply damage to the person we hit. So the actor that we hit should be the paper enemy, which is a pawn, I'm pretty sure, right? They're a paper character, actually. That might be part of the problem. Huh. But as a character, they have character movement. Ooh, that's a kind of an issue. Is a paper character a pawn in Unreal? Okay. Yes, they are. That's good. If that wasn't the case, I'd have to like come up with a whole different way of actually making the enemies. Okay.
Instigator. This is supposed to be basically who did the damage, not what, but who. So it should be the controller for who did it. So if you're having.
Okay. So right now I'm not sending the instigator. And it doesn't matter because yeah, okay. Here's the thing. Give me a second. Maybe I'm just not. Because right now, it should be, if it hits anybody, they lose health. What if less than 1? Just do that. Right now I have it on destroy actor. We'll just do print string. Hello. To make sure it's even doing anything. No. Okay. Now the question is why. So if event any damage just isn't getting called. So why isn't it? We're passing along damage, correct? One. Yeah, damage of 1. Could also just remove this and have it be and make base damage. You know what? I made stats a thing, but I think the game will be basic enough that I honestly don't need to do that. I'll promote this to a variable instead. So make that 1. That shouldn't be different, but maybe. But also, is it even being called? Okay. I put all that stuff after the branch. Let's put a print string right here. Is anything being called? No. How strange. So yeah. I mean, I already knew that since I did the test with the breakpoint. But being doubly sure, I guess it's good. Huh. Think. Let's Google a little bit. Unresolved, that's not a good thing. Could that be it? Nope, it's already set the pawn, so it's not the collision. Oh. I mean, maybe. Nope, can be damaged is set to true. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the player test. Whoops. Collision was not set to pawn like I thought. Will that change it? Nope. Alright. Can be damaged. True. Okay. And the collision preset is now pawn like it's supposed to be. Okay. Oof. Other people are saying that collision preset, setting it to, so the character is spawning something that inflicts damage, but only if it connects with the enemy hitbox. No. So, the line that it's sending out is just a line trace to see if there is something in front. Which, oh my goodness, I figured it out. The line isn't hitting it. Wait, that's, huh? Okay, so the way it works is that if the line hits, it calls the apply damage thing. Apply damage is a preset like node in Unreal and it finds who the damaged actor is since from the break hit. So yeah, from the line trace, it finds who did the line hit. And then automatically, it does damage to it. What you're talking about about spawning a projectile or whatever, that would be like another blueprint kind of thing, where you press F, spawns a blueprint that automatically like fires forward and does damage. But that's not what the line trace is for. The line trace finds whatever's in front of you and deals damage to it. However, it's not dealing damage. Because, and I can't believe I didn't even notice this. So you see how I press F, and the red line goes through them. In Unreal, when a line hits something, it continues its full length, but from the point of impact, it becomes green. As you can see here, it's just red. And this is probably because of the 2D nature of the game. But I didn't think that would be an issue because the collision is 3D, right? Which means what? I guess that the collision isn't counting for it? So why does the line trace not like see the collision? Oh, whoops. Try making the line wider? I don't think that you can really do that. I mean, I'll see if I can. Yeah, see, hit color, green. It just never hits for some reason. Oh, wait. Actually, I can't do a line trace, but I can do a sphere trace. Which instead of sending a line out, it sends a whole sphere. Can I just connect these? All the variables should be the same. And the radius... Man, I haven't had to use a sphere trace since like for months. Thank you. That's was a great idea. I don't know. We'll do that 5. Draw, debug. Yeah, persistent, please. Ignore self. We don't need to do any of that other stuff. Then I'll just delete that. I can just bring it back later if I need it. Break it. Put it in there. So now, there we go. Sends out a circle. Okay. That's very odd. So it's definitely big enough. I was actually thinking about something similar about it being a line trace because it's like a 2D thing, so everything's flat. So logically, it shouldn't be that surprising that a line like can barely miss it. But the circle trace should not be missing at all. Like that should be hitting it. Every time I like look to the side because I have chat on like this side of my screen because I have my second monitor there. And I look at and I see myself on OBS and I'm like, oh my god, I look so weird looking just over here. Can you enter a 3D view after you shoot out the sphere? Yeah, sure. So shoot it out. Then we can separate. Every time we have to turn collision off and on again. So it's colliding with right through both of them. So the fact that it doesn't hit doesn't really make too much sense. So it's 100% interacting with the mesh, which is obviously the 2D like sprite, It's obviously hit it going through the middle and the side. So why doesn't it like? So why doesn't it consider itself to be interacting with it? Which is why I went straight to Google. Let's see what people have to say. I'm seeing various things, and I don't know. I don't think turning off ignore self is the solution here. I'll test it. But this actually brings up an issue. Why do we, like, our player, also not activate it? That's so strange. Oh, okay, wait, I just found something. So, what are we hitting? Could that it's big? That's not calling the right event. True. So when we press F, all this stuff happens. I tested it before as well. So you know what? Let me put a breakpoint just to make 100% sure that it's calling it. Yeah. Okay. So apply damage is being called here. Event any damage should be the same. It should be what gets called. I'm looking through certain things at the moment. Yeah, this should be working. Apply damage calls event any damage, which is what this is. Yes. Well, specifically because of you damaged actor, like so this is who it hits. If you don't have this, it doesn't do anything. So the point for all this is that it does a line trace, sees who is the line trace hitting, it deal damage, and then it deals this much damage, which currently is 1, to that character. And so apply damage calls the person that you've hit their any damage. Obviously, that's not happening because for some reason, it's just not. It just doesn't. The line trace just isn't hitting them. So the question is, why not? So we are trying to hit the capsule, which does matter, and that's like the general standard thing. I just realized something. Hey, Yassine, can you comment real quick? Just anything? Just want to do a little test. Because I just realized I haven't seen anything appear on the act. Okay, cool. There we go. Thank you. Wait, huh? Okay, there we go. That's so odd. It I have like two chats open on like my side. One, technically, one that appears on the actual stream, and then one that I'm actually reading where everything stays. Your messages appear on the stream before they appear in the chat that I read, which is funny. And then they like vanish. I just didn't know. I just didn't see any. So I was like, oh my god, are they not appearing? So I was just a little worried about that. Okay, anyway. Let's just look into the capsule collision. So the collision is pawn. The hitbox, I don't know, I'll set it to also pawn or whatever. Maybe that'll change something. I'm essentially just going to be just trying everything. Overlap all that dynamic. Nope. Let's just go through everything here one by one. So capsule component. Class type, capsule component. Exactly what I want it to be. Half height, radius, everything set. Don't really need to change the shape color. Dynamic obstacle. Does the trace need to have the ability to actually collide with things? I don't think so. Never in my experience. You know what? Let me try something, actually. Let's just add a cube onto the scene. Don't worry about it. See, see, there's that green. It hit it. It hit the cube. So it can collide. So why isn't it? I think the fact that that these are like paper 2D objects is an issue. Maybe in the engine, it might just project settings. See if it's collidable. Wait. Let me put that cube back. Cubes are block all dynamic. Block everything. I'm pretty sure. True. So block all dynamic, maybe? Because the idea is that... There we go. We got it. Okay, sweet. Oh my goodness. I'll be honest, I've never had that kind of issue before working in 3D. I think that's just like a 2D issue. So that's interesting. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. The thing is, here, the hitbox is a bit strange because it's the part of it that prevents me from like moving through the enemy is what is getting hit and killing the enemy. The hitbox is what it's going to use to hit me, which is slightly wider than itself. Okay, cool. Sweet, great. I'm in reality, when it's set up, it should play a little animation of like, oh, and then die. But for now, just destroy actors, fine. Thank you so much, you see. Not genuinely, I was struggling with that for a while. Okay, so cool. Now we'll do the reverse and have it be able to hit me. So deal damage to me. Now I have to actually receive damage. Oops. And I had this change health thing, but I don't really need that. Okay. No, okay, it's fine. I was just making sure that when the math wouldn't have an issue. Okay. And then we'll just do a string and be like dead. Oh. Well, for now, I'm adding a string, but I will be making a widget for like a health bar. And I'll be setting that up. This one will be ouch. So, actually no. For convenience sake, it'd probably be better to have it like tell me how much health I have left. So, if I have more than 1 health, no, okay, so if I don't have less than 0 health, then it prints how much health I have. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Okay. That didn't trigger anything. Or maybe the string just isn't working, actually. Yeah, okay, no. Nothing's happening. Oh, for it to print my health value? Yeah, it's just connecting health to string. So it prints my health. Right now, though, I'll do the same. I think it's not hurting me. Oh, no, it did hurt me. Okay. Interesting. Okay, it sets my health. Okay. Wait, that's odd. I thought it wasn't working, but it just didn't print it. Yeah, it's not printing anything. Huh, okay. How much... Wait, what's the base health value? Health is 5. So... when I receive damage, it gets my health. Then it subtracts my health by the amount of damage I received, and sets my health to that. Then it checks. I guess I didn't really need to do that. I could just do that. Then it checks. Oh my goodness. You're so... Oh, that's... Whoopsies. Oh man, Wow, okay. I've never done that before. Thank you for pointing that out. That was gonna annoy me for like an hour and be like, huh, what's happening? Why isn't it working? And ouch. Boom, 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 dead. Okay, great. So that's working perfectly as intended. Great. And I guess right now, when you die, it probably should be load. No. You gotta, it essentially has to restart the level, so. Load level instance by name? Is that what I gotta do? No. Well, I think so, yes, actually. Did I get rid of event begin play? I think so, yeah. Just so event begin play. We'll have a variable called current level. I should probably make this an actual like part of the save. So like when the game saves, it saves what level you're in and like that kind of thing. For now, I'll put it here. And then when I make the game save, I'll add it there. Like an autosave, kind of. The checkpoints will be things that, like, when you cross them... I mean, I'll probably add checkpoints, you know. Probably, maybe flags, or maybe just, like, when you get to certain points in the level, it saves. But then that's, like, kind of the opposite of this. Because this is essentially, you die and restart the level, because it, like, loads it up. Like, reloads it. Dead. Get current level. Put in there. So that's the start of the level. Ouch, 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 ouch. That didn't do anything. Huh. That's weird. You can also make it reload and run out of lives if you plan to do that. That's kind of like... Right now, we essentially have only one life, so it should just automatically reload when you die. Load level This should have restarted the level, but it didn't. Am I using the wrong thing? I'm pretty sure. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Load stream level? Oh my goodness. Has to be a name. Okay, fine. Yeah, I get it. Try that. Okay. Now does that work? No, it doesn't. It should just be reloading the level. Yeah, game instance, I know. That's not what I'm asking for. We're not doing a saving system yet. Is it just open level? Am I just dumb? Oh my god, it's open level by name. Thank you. My goodness, why could I not remember just that? There you go. And I'm reborn and die again. Okay. Cool. Jeez, I was just trying to do that one basic thing and I could just not remember it. Thank you so much. Okay, so load level by name. Just load open level. This will be like a temporary thing for until we create a game instance where it'll like save things like at checkpoints and in general just save everything. Okay. Let me just put a comment there. Punch. Just reorganizing my comments real quick. Just to make everything a little easier to navigate. This will probably also be removed. It's important to put comments. I would really hate to forget what any of this stuff means later on. Receiving damage. Okay. There we go. Just remove that one, and there we go. Condense everything a slight bit, just so it looks nicer. Nice. Perfect. right. Now what to do next? So each level should end in a boss. Oh, by the way, I guess since you're here, we can go into this. Probably should go into it anyway. Do I have it open? Yes, there we go. So this is our, like, essentially our blueprint for, like, you know, what the game is, what's the story, all that stuff. I'll go through it real quick because it's kind of important, and it is, you know, will guide what I'm gonna do. I talked about it with my brother 2 days ago. No, 1 day ago, 2 streams ago. Obviously, Unreal Engine 5. It's a 2D platformer, adventure game, no puzzles, not Metroidvania, i.e. no backtracking. Our protagonist, the mighty grandpa, we're just going to call him Eugene Armstrong. You know, has a story. Grandkids get kidnapped, and grandpa has to save them. There's a letter where he finds where they got kidnapped, about going to this island where they are. You got to fight, and he has to go there, fight people to get his grandkids back. The big bad, whatever, it's spoilers technically, but we're here making the game, so it's got to be spoiled. Big bad is a mafia boss who wants revenge on Eugene because he ruined his mafia business. They were owners of the wrestling league Eugene and his brother Tiger D were a part of. They found out the mafia was in charge, didn't like that, and took them down at the supposed cost of Tiger D's life. Now, the reason I actually went here is because of mechanics. So I just want to get an MVP done, you know, the minimum viable product. So Mighty Grandpa can hit things. There we go. Break boulders. So this is going to be like a charge-up attack. Which actually means I probably... Yeah, no, I definitely should. Right now we're using basic input controls, but I'm going to want to use an enhanced input control. So that like you can hold and like to like actually charge up stuff. The issue is that I'm not entirely sure how to use enhanced input controls. I got apparently the plugin. I'm pretty sure the plugin is already activated. So let me check that. You know what? You're right. It probably should do the like basic stuff first. I just really didn't want to work on any AI, to be honest. I mean, it's not really AI. The blackboard, I think it's called, for like NPC movement. I just gotta remember how to actually do that. A delay to your attack? I mean, yeah, I could add a little delay. It's kind of hard to like say how long the delay should be though, because I don't have the animation for it right now. I don't even know if my brother's not working on it because I haven't told him to work on it yet. Essentially, it's just put a little delay here. What the heck? Why'd I get not straight? There you go. Oh, that's annoying. Why is it doing that? You can just add like a little delay there. What the heck? It's annoying me. Okay. That just like gives time for the animation to play and for stuff to happen. Let's see how that... it might be too short, actually. No, it's fine, actually. Honestly, I'd say it's kind of long, but maybe when the animation's playing, it'll feel better. Yeah, it probably would feel better with the animation. Because the delay is just kind of sucks. Whatever, we'll put it there. Water. You know what? That's actually... I was actually thinking about that as well. I was like delaying, just thinking about like various things. And I could do the blackboard, like I told you. But honestly, the game isn't that complicated. In the previous game that I worked on with my team at Full Sail, we set up a blackboard, so essentially like a kind of AI thing, where it'll chase you down under certain conditions or just wander around otherwise. But it's a 2D side scroller. They can just walk around essentially. At least this enemy can. There are some enemies that we do want to just... Well, no, actually not even them, really. Because I have one that's, like, running forward, but he doesn't really need to, like, start running forward when you get close. It could be... Ooh, actually, no. I'm thinking about it. So... It could just have it be when they load in, they do stuff. I just have to think of how to set up so that they only load in when you reach certain parts of the level. Actually, that wouldn't be too difficult. I just set up like an invisible like line that as soon as you cross it, enemy spawns. Maybe have it be over like bottomless pits so that it kind of feels like non-boss enemies that don't die in one hit. Probably, I imagine. Right now, this is like level 1 stuff, so... But I imagine there'll be like enemies that don't die in one hit. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So... First of all, this is the basic enemy. It deals damage, it receives damage, and the animations play when it's moving. So that should be good enough. That's a good question. I'd say they just keep walking right now. Just for convenience sake. Yikes. So I'm thinking of making like the next one a child of this. But for that, we probably have to set up these things as variables so they can actually be changed. Do I? Yes, I'm pretty sure I do. You know what? Let me just make a child and see. Create child. BP. Yeah, walking enemy. Event graph. Yeah, okay. I definitely need to make those things variables so that I can actually change them. Like the animation. Like, first of all, the sprite, this is should be a variable. Because right now, it's like automatically set to this guy. I can change it though, right? Yes, okay, I can. Never mind. So that doesn't need to be a variable. Because I can change it with every new character. And the capsule, I can also change it here. So, okay, all that's good. But I do need to make it so that the animations that play when it's moving are variables. Or, I'm like trying to think of how to make this easier for like future me, because I'm obviously gonna make it quite a couple of enemies. And having the movement be like, maybe it would be easier to say. No. So I can call update animation, but I kind of need, yeah, I need all of these essentially to be like set. Because right now, walking enemy just stands there. Do everything that paper enemy does, just but equally inferior. Bad. Event begin play. Play timeline. We'll make it a length of 10. You put to get food. It's fine. I'm just like thinking right now because so the way that the animation, so you see how I'm moving, right? I start moving, it starts playing the walking animation. I crouch, it plays the crouching animation. I jump, plays jumping animation. The issue is that when the enemies start walking, no matter what their original appearance is, because in the base, these things say, okay, play FB player idle or player run. So let's say this was like a crocodile or whatever. The way it's set up, as soon as they start walking, they'll turn into a fox that starts walking. Which is an issue. And the only way I can think of to solve that would be turning these into variables. Like, promote them to variables. And I guess. They also don't have an attack animation, which I will need. But again, that... So... Oof, no. It doesn't feel like the best way to do this. But, like, how else could I do it? You know, I'm like right now, these things are set to what they're set. And then yes, there would, but the problem is that I wouldn't be able to like change. Okay, so this is a child blueprint, right? Right now, that those variables aren't here, so I just wouldn't be able to change them. They're automatically the same as this one over here. Yes, that is how that works. But right now, it would be calling the same animations that are listed here, which are my animations, which I put just for like convenient, just so that I can have animations pretty much. So what I'm doing is I'm turning these into variables that I can actually edit in the blueprint child. Hopefully. So let's see. But actually, is that gonna work? I guess. Let me put this aside for a moment. The first thing that it would have to do under this idea would be event beacon play. So as soon as the blueprint is spawned, it'd have to get the variable, which should be here because it's inherited. Yeah, I'd have to set all of these to whatever animation is correct. Okay. Should I also include that over here? So now what? So that gets inherited. No. Maybe. Maybe. Honestly, I might have to. Should probably be doing that. It's like set idle. No. No. Actually, I'll just do it in here. I'll have to do it for every child blueprint, but honestly, I could just copy and paste it, so it's fine. It's whatever. Set idle anim. I'll do it in order because I want to. Set run, set fall. Oh. And then set crouch. Under this system, I essentially am just making it that enemies aren't even attacking you. They're just kind of doing things that hurt you. They're just running by, jumping by, or whatever. And that just, and it hurts you, so you gotta beat them up. Because of update animations already playing. I just have to set these, essentially. Like, it'll be for the fox right now, but the idea is that I can change it. And walking enemy should be able to be whatever, essentially. Actually. Wait. Okay. I have to set all these to instance editable. Or do I? Ah. Or do... Wait, now I'm like thinking. Because if I do it this way, then walking enemy will always be essentially the same. No, it's fine. I can have it choose from a list. Like a... I'll have to create that list. But... like, have it choose a row. And then that row in the data table will decide all of these. It'll choose one set from each row. Yeah, I guess that's what I'll do. Okay. So it all right now this enemy has, well, not crouch. This is a walking enemy. This is the walking enemy, right? How are you? You're good? You're fine? Okay, perfect. Now that that's set up, now we can actually go in the timeline like I wanted. Uh, 10. Yeah, 10. Add a float track. Add a key at 0 with value of 0. Add another key at, I don't know, 5 at time 5 with a value of 10. No, a value of 1. And then at 10, we'll have it be at the value of 0. Huh? What the heck? What's all this? Why is the line like that? What's happening? Huh? What the heck? Why is the line... Okay. That's annoying. Okay. That's... Why? What's happening? What in tarnation? Okay. You know what? Huh? What? That was very strange. I have no idea how to even explain what happened. There you go. And with that, timeline is made. As soon as you spawn, play the animation of walking, and when finished, okay, fine. So play the animation, and then on update, I guess. Oh gosh, there's so. This is already getting a little not looking super good. Vector? Probably, yeah. What is this called? No. Actually, I'm looking at the time, and I do kind of. I have to go to church, so. But I think that was pretty good progress. All I managed was to figure out how to kill foxes, but you know, you need to do what you can do. I'll try to get to like walking by next stream. I should be able. To oh my goodness, excuse me. I should be able to manage that. And this guy should be walking back and forth soon. But we'll see about that. Everything saved, and all right. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things that you need to be doing to help me and my channel grow. I'd really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this stream, come back tomorrow. We'll be here again at 4, likely for another hour. Potentially more because I don't have... no, I do have work tomorrow, actually. So, actually, will I have time for stream? I'll stream for at least an hour. Description? Oh, right. Yeah, I gotta update that. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.
When it comes to performance monitoring, some developers are stuck in the past, but most of us want something new. Tools may